Hello, Covenant Warriors. Wanted to come on here and just draw on the heart posture of Ezra. And I did a teaching, a little bit deeper dive into the book of Ezra. And, if your spouse has married another person, if it has married the other woman, or you're the standing husband and, your wife's married the other man, I recommend that you take the heart posture of Ezra. And what Ezra did is he began to repent on behalf of the people of Israel. He began to repent on their behalf and intercede for them. He mourned, he fasted, and he began to plead with the God of Israel, the God of their ancestors, and not in an accusatory way, but recognizing that they have not been obeying the commands of the Lord, not just in this one instance, but throughout time, throughout history. And that's how they've gotten to where they're at. So it's taken a posture of humility to intercede for your spouse, not in condemnation, but in humility. And it's also recognizing our own errors, where we haven't listened to God, where we haven't obeyed the Lord. And when we are in a right standing with the Lord, we've gone through our healing season, we've gone through our healing process, allowed God to refine us, then we can come with a clean heart and repent on behalf of our spouses and pray to the God of covenant, right? Because God made a covenant with you and your spouse, and they are not free to marry this other person. And when you understand the covenant that you have between you and your spouse and with the Lord, then you can ask God to fight on your behalf. And that marriage, that counterfeit marriage or fake marriage, or illegal marriage, whatever you want to call it, it will not stand. God will not bless that. I can share with my own story. I mean, God gave me a promise of restoration, and my husband wrestled with the fact that he was going to marry this other person, like leading up to the day. They even pushed the date out because he couldn't go through with it. And so I know that was God fighting. I know that was God fighting for me. And you why would you want to enter a relationship when there's already that much hesitation? And, he did end up going through with it, but God did not let go. I mean, sometimes we hear the enemy has won, he's won the battle, but God will win the war. And, I just want to encourage you that if your spouse has married the other person, that whatever the enemy meant for evil, God will use it for good. And he may be wanting to show you and reveal to you your authority as the covenant spouse, to be able to fight and intercede and pray against this. I know that's what he did for me. It took, I truly believe that the Lord allowed my husband to marry the other person, for me to be able to understand my authority as his wife and begin to pray him home. And it happened. It worked. It's just a beautiful testimony of, my ability to intercede for him and step into that authority and really pray for his release from this marriage. And so I just encourage you to really sit with the Lord and have him reveal to you your authority, even if they've married the other person. Your prayers are powerful. Your prayers avail much. And the other person cannot pray for your spouse the way that you can. So highly encourage you to first take the heart posture of Ezra, and really submit yourself to God. Humble yourself before the Lord. Intercede for your spouse. And then really step into that authority that you have as their covenant spouse to pray and intercede for them. God made you one flesh. What he created, no man can separate.